Hey you guys, it's Shamira, aka Mimi. If you're new, welcome to the channel. If you're returning, welcome back. So you guys, today is Therapy Thursday and I just want to get into a session today, okay? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't have my turtle tank running because um if you guys are familiar with my channel, you guys been here. My little turtle passed away, okay? This weekend, like the past weekend. And I really didn't think it would affect me until this week, coming into the room and not really hearing my little tank going and not really seeing the turtle in there. So, yeah, that's why I haven't really been posting this week. I actually recorded something yesterday. Okay, I recorded something yesterday for the Water Free Wednesday, but it was a black screen. I feel like I didn't really cover everything in that video. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to save the topic for Therapy Thursday because I don't know. I feel like I kind of need some therapy my damn self for this week, okay, to kind of get me through the week. So, as you guys know, I did have a pet turtle and I kind of missed that turtle. Okay, I kind of got a little emotionally attached to it. So, um, I wouldn't really say I'm too down about it, but I do miss my turtle, okay? And I actually have a story I want to get into, you guys, because a message will come from that story. I'm not going to pull any cards today. So if you guys are looking for a strictly tarot or some cards like that, it's not going to happen in this video, okay? I tell people all the time I do not post every day. And when I do have random messages through the week, I speak them as they come, or sometimes if I feel like the time is ready after I have set on it and marinated on it, it's time for me to share on those things. So this is one of those topics that I felt like I had to speak on today because personally it is affecting me, okay? So hopefully you guys get something from this message, okay? As you guys just heard, I did lose my turtle. And I turned to a friend on that day, and it was kind of expected because my turtle had gotten a little sick and I couldn't make it to the vet in time, okay? So usually I'm the type of person I like to handle all of my emotional issues and problems to myself, and I feel like sometimes this could be a toxic trait of mine that I am working on. But I'm the type of person who I do not like to push my sadness, push my downtime on other people because I've learned when I did that, I really got disappointed because people weren't around to support me. So I have developed this sort of, defense mechanism, this habit of not sharing those emotions when I'm really going through it. But for the past weekend, I did share this news with one of my friends. I'm like, I'm kind of down, I'm kind of out. I just want to, get cheered up a little bit. He talked to me for a little bit. And I was met with, oh my gosh, you're being extra. I'm going through something right now. And I do understand that people personally sometimes they go through things at the same time we're going through things. We all have our own battles, but this person, I have been there for this person a lot, specifically during emotional times when they lost a relative of theirs, when they lost their job, when they lost a lot of things in their life. I've been there for that person. Okay, and for you guys who are kind of like me when it comes to the emotions, you guys don't want to feel like a burden. You guys don't really like to share your deep emotions, your feelings, and what you guys are going through because you really don't feel like there's anyone there to understand you or to truly comfort you in your time of need. Okay, specifically emotionally. I'm not a real overly emotional person, but when I am, I feel like I'm met with sometimes responses that are just I don't know. They're not warranted. They're not. I feel like they're misplaced. Okay, misplaced responses, and I'm giggling and I'm laughing because I'm thinking to myself, is this the life of a strong person? It's okay to be emotionally strong and be emotionally tough, but when I'm truly feeling stuff, when I'm truly going through things, it would really be nice for me to get some support reciprocated to me, specifically from my friends, the people I turn to. And I am not afraid to say that I have cut a lot of people off this year who I felt like was cool with me and I was cool with them and we could be down for each other because as I look around in my life, I've noticed that I've been that strong emotional person. I've been that shoulder to cry on. I've been that ear to listen to other people, but I really haven't gotten that back in return. Okay, so the people that I'm looking at as, friends and stuff like that, even though we get along at other places in our life, I mean, are they truly there for me? Because this is like my number one thing that I have always faced. And most of the time, my friendships and my family bonds is people not meeting me or being emotionally mature enough to show me the compassion that I give to them, that I show to them in their time of emotional need. Okay, and it kind of broke my little heart because I've seen this person. They were like, oh, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. This person will place themselves in certain predicaments, okay, because they don't want to, I would say, really listen to other people. They really don't want to get out of their situation. I feel like they actually put themselves in situations to gain sympathy from other people, but they can't seem to reciprocate that sympathy or that empathy. Okay, that empathy, not really sympathy, but that empathy for another person when they're going through something. Okay, so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to fuss. I just know that from now on, when that person needs emotional support, I can be there for them. I would say it to a specific point, but I feel like I've been there over the years. I've been there for like 2 or 3 years for this person. So I don't think that I can find it in myself to give more to people, to friends and stuff like that, to family bonds who just aren't supporting me in that same way. And it's, some people might say it's petty. It's not petty to me. Personally, I don't feel like it's petty. I feel like this is me protecting my energy and also pulling myself back from people who just want to drain my energy and not want to reciprocate that back. I ain't asking for much. But if I have people in my life surrounding me and stuff like that, right? They can come to me whenever they need help on, because I'm a great friend. I'm gonna toot my own horn. I'm a great friend. I'm the type of friend that will, if you're feeling down, you're feeling out, I'll ask you about your day. We'll try to fix it. I'll sit down with you, talk about it. We'll try to fix it. If not, I'll leave you to your little, to your little issues and let you come to me, or we can figure things out on your own time. And, I definitely like to give my friends space. I like to nurture them in different ways, not only the emotional, but also like physically. Sometimes when they come over to my house, I like to cook them food and stuff like that. Take walks with them, like really spend quality time, and that is my love language: acts of service and quality time with my friends. And like I said, I've struggled with sometimes receiving that back in return. So this friendship, I feel like I have to let it go because I've seen this person go through a lot of things that they put themselves in, and they still found the time to, I would say, run to certain people or enmesh themselves in certain groups and certain people when they wanted to. Okay, when it came time for me to actually lean on them like they lean on me, is there nobody to be found? This is not like a one incident thing. This is like an ongoing thing that I've noticed in this person for over the past, I would say, year or so. Okay, this person just not there for me. So I'm like, you know what? I know I'm not sitting here tripping, and I must remove myself from that friendship, okay, from that connection, because it's not gonna do me any good, okay. But it's more to the story. So I'm telling them about my turtle and stuff like that. I'm feeling down, I'm feeling out. And I was like, and I text them like, sometimes when I hit you up and I call you when I'm really going through something, you don't seem to be there for me, But if I'm like, hey, let's go here, let's go there, you can answer your phone, you can pick up, you're ready to go on call. Understand what I'm saying? I feel like I'm just being used. So when I voice my opinion, besides that, oh my gosh, I'm going through something, you're being dramatic, you're being extra. The first thing they said is that I'm going through something, try putting yourself in my shoes, okay? And it's crazy because, like I said, me and this friend, we constantly we talk about certain things when they're going through something. We talk about the past of, sometimes our bad habits, my bad habit, their bad habit of overgiving and people pleasing, you know what I'm saying? Putting myself in other people's shoes. And I felt like, how could you say that to me? We talk about we talk about this shit. Okay. That's my problem. I'm always putting myself in other people's shoes. That is another toxic trick that I can share with you guys that I feel like I've used to do. I had a really bad habit of putting myself in other people's shoes to the point where I would take on their problems. Like I said, I sometimes find myself, I used to find myself doing this a lot in my friendships, you know? And because I put myself in their shoes, I would sometimes take on their problems to the point where I was kind of putting myself, okay, my own needs, my own wants from the connection on the back burner to help them or assist them. You understand what I'm saying? And I had to realize over the years, a lot of people do not have the same heart or intentions that I do when it comes to friendship, okay? And I never really talked to this person about what was expected in the friendship too much because I felt like, some things didn't need to be said, but, obviously things needed to be said. Some of you guys must understand in your friendships and your connections in life, you have to actually have that uncomfortable conversation with that person or what is expected from the friendship. You have to, I would say, come to an agreement on the definition of friendship to you guys and what it really means. What do you guys value within that friendship? Because if you guys don't value the same thing to you, that person is your friend, a person you guys are hoping to lean on in your time of need in whatever way you guys need to, whether it be, emotionally, financially, okay, even physically, shoot, people got friends with benefits. And if you guys got like situations like that, please make things clear with that, okay? It may feel uncomfortable, but those uncomfortable conversations need to be had, okay? So once you guys agree on the definition of friendship and what is valued within that friendship, then you guys can move forward. But like I said, to you, they're your friend. But to them, you're just a benefactor. You guys are someone or something to get them ahead in life, something to heal them, something to make them feel better on their bad days. You understand what I'm saying? Someone they can drain. And I feel like after reevaluating the whole situation and how it just turned out, how it played out, I've concluded that this friendship is not what I needed. Okay, it's not what I need. Okay, not at this very moment. So, the message of today, I do want you guys to release friendships, release connections. I'm not saying that if it's a one instant thing, okay, but if you guys are seeing a constant pattern and people not showing up for you, you find yourself asking for the bare minimum, which is for them to show up. It's to actually put in the effort to be there for you. I'm not asking this person to come over and hold me tightly and hug me and let me cry it out. No, I don't. Like I said, I'm not a really overly emotional person, so I don't do that with everybody. But damn, I can't be on the phone with you for 5 minutes. And if I'm really going through something, if it's not about you, if I'm not over here saying, let's go have some fun, like you guys have no idea the type of incidents that I actually allowed to play out before I made this decision. So it's not just me being mean and insensitive or just being absolutely cutthroat. It's just I've been in certain situations in the past where I can see some fuckery or I can see the fuckery or bullshit in a friendship. I just know a person just not, they're just not down for me, okay? Some people will definitely like how you make them feel, okay? Like that you guys show up for them. You guys are a shoulder for them to cry on, an ear for them to vent to, okay? Ear to listen. They really like what you guys bring to the table, what you guys, how they can benefit off of you guys, but they really don't like you as a person. Okay, they don't really have your best intentions at heart. They really don't care. And that's the situation that I feel like I've found myself in lately. So another one definitely bites the dust. And if you guys are like that strong one in you guys' relationships, whether it be your friendships, your family bonds, okay, your relationship, it's time for you guys to start letting it be known that you guys may be an emotionally strong person, but you guys are not a robot. That you guys are allowed to feel what you're feeling and to actually showcase that, I would say, vulnerable or what they call a weak side to yourself around people, so they can understand that they can't always dump all their shit onto you, or they can't always expect you to be at your best all the time. But you guys are allowed to be human, because some people will I would say have this fixed perception of you, and when you guys show them a slither of humanity, a slither of emotions and stuff like that, um, they look at you guys as being something that they have to run away from. Like, oh Lord, like, let me escape from this because I've never seen this side of this person. I've never seen them lean on me for this. It kind of scares them away. So yeah, start being a little more open and honest about, what you guys are going through. Specifically, if you guys really are looking for that support that you guys know you need, don't be afraid to showcase that, and actually, when you guys start off relationships, okay, whether it be friendships or romantic bonds, allow them to see that side of you. Okay, let them know, hey, I might be, 9 out of 10 times a strong person, but you have that one time, that little 1% that sometimes need nurturing, and I have to depend on you. I wouldn't say have to depend on you, but I'm allowed to, depend on you when it comes time for me to do so. Okay, I want to lean on you. Okay, because I may need you. I definitely may need you. And I do feel like if you guys are that strong person, it's time for you guys to stop being afraid to drop that weight, okay? To show up as being that weak person, to show up as being vulnerable, because you are human and you're definitely allowed. Okay, so stop hiding yourself away. Stop, feeling like you guys are going to be a burden, because you guys aren't. Okay, this is definitely one of those fears that I had to get over, that I feel like I really had to work through. It was a tough thing for me to deprogram my mind, to realize that I'm allowed to express my vulnerabilities or my downtime, my sad time with other people around me. They're supposed to support me. That's what they're there for. Why keep them around if they're not, if they can't even give me the need? Okay, they can't meet the needs of the relationship, okay, which is the support that I'm looking for, or whether that be emotional, okay, or that mental support. So reevaluate, you guys, who you are keeping around you, and definitely have those uncomfortable conversations about what is expected and what is valued in that relationship, okay, to avoid situations like this. Because like I said, to me, it's kind of heartbreaking. I'm going to be absolutely honest with you guys. It's definitely heartbreaking for me to see that people aren't as genuine as they portray themselves to be. And it's not everyone. It's just, you never truly know who a person is until you guys really need them. Okay. And this other thing I want to touch on is that I've been that person to, like I said earlier, to always put myself in other people's shoes. And I think I'm at a point right now, for that person saying that, I'm not going to lie, it did trigger me. It definitely triggered me, because it was something that I had to work through, something that I had to learn to not do, is constantly put myself in other people's shoes. Because when I did, okay, I really had this bad tendency, like I said, of overdoing it, of taking on other people's problems and not really stating out loud, not really letting it be known what my needs were, okay, kind of neglecting my needs. And I'm at a point in my life where I cannot neglect myself anymore. I'm going to use an analogy. I cannot constantly put myself in other people's shoes, to the point where, I'm barefooted. I'm putting myself in other people's shoes, and I'm contracting all kinds of, infections and diseases and shit like that. And next thing you know, because I've been putting myself in everyone else's shoes bare, I have a fungal infection. So my toes are like basically gangrene, full of fungus, okay, hurting and stuff like that, full of blisters, and I can't walk. Next thing I know, I'm stagnant. I'm stuck in my own life. Okay, if you guys can understand what I'm saying, constantly putting myself in other people's shoes has definitely led me down a path of not being where I feel like I needed to be. But those lessons were definitely learned around my boundaries and stuff like that, and also it allowed me to see exactly who I was keeping around me. Okay, a lot of opportunists and people who just wanted to prey on me, because back then I really didn't know any better. And I can admit that. I can say that because I've been through those trials and tribulations to come out a little bit more wiser. Okay. So I can give you guys, I can definitely drop you guys these gems and tell you guys this, and hope that it kind of help you guys on your journey. Okay, if you guys are currently going through this, or if you guys are kind of working through this. Okay, I don't know why I'm still stumbling across my words. That Mercury retrograde. Yes, but Yeah, I'm definitely a little more down than usual. I'm trying to get over overthinking about my whole situation, about the turtle, about having to cut this person off recently, and just everything else, that's going on in my life. Okay, nothing too hectic, but I'm learning to take things one day at a time. Okay, yeah. So if you guys find yourself constantly putting yourself in other people's shoes, um, I know you guys might like to help people. It's okay to help people, but you guys have to draw a healthy boundary, a healthy line between helping them, okay? And also not allowing your assistance to them to hinder your growth, because I've definitely put myself, like I said, in other people's shoes too many damn times, to the point where I feel like I've held myself back so many damn times. I can't decide. I cannot take it anymore. I cannot do that anymore, because it is definitely going to hinder my growth, and it's also going to affect my future in a really big way. Okay, so nah, I think that was a really low blow on their end, and I really did have to share this, you guys. Not all the time I do share what I'm going through when I'm going through it. I always wait, like I said, a few days or wait a few weeks, maybe a few months before I actually share this with you. But I feel like it needed to be said, okay? I do have my window cracked. It does feel a little cool outside today, so I'm enjoying the air. I'm definitely enjoying the air, listening to nature, listening to the trees, the birds, the different cars that come by, because I really need to clear my mind. And this was, I feel like, my therapy for the day. Hopefully, you guys got something from this too. So, no more putting yourself in people's shoes. Because you are going to find yourself in certain situations and circumstances that is going to hold you back, or it's going to hinder your growth and your expansion, and it's going to harm you, okay? And I know some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You're like sitting there like, damn, had I done this for this person, or had I helped this person, put my feet in those people's shoes or this person's shoes, I would have never been in this predicament. And I've learned many times the hard way, okay, of not to do that. So if this is you guys' situation right now, if you guys are recently trying to work through something like this is definitely a confirmation to um, purge people, purge people like this out of your life. People who constantly can take from you, or they expect you guys to be there for them when they're in their time of need, but they can never show up, and they can never meet your basic needs, okay, within your friendship or your connections and stuff like that. Some of you guys, if you find yourself having to beg for the bare minimum in a relationship, in a friendship, um, yeah, definitely reconsider your friendship or your relationship, and just decide to walk away peacefully, okay? Bow out gracefully, because this is your year, okay? This is definitely your year. We should be closing out this year with so much joy, okay? With so many accomplishments, with so many lessons learned, okay? Passing those certain tests that we have been given this year, because this year was kind of like a wrap up for 2022, okay? For me personally, I feel like it was, but yeah. And honestly, you guys, um, if you guys want to, you can comment, because I was thinking about not leaving the comment section open. Sometimes you guys have to understand that I allow the comment section to be open because I don't mind. I still got a few people playing on my channel and stuff like that, leaving like little smart ass notes and shit like that. Some of the notes and stuff it got to go through. I have the filter thing on there, so if it's anything inappropriate, I do have to check and go through all the comments before I allow it to be public. So I may leave it open, I may not. I just don't have time for anyone's shit right now. I really don't. I don't feel like it. So I apologize if you guys were looking for something a little more upbeat today. But I tell people all the time, this is what this channel is all about. It is about authenticity, me being absolutely real and authentic with you guys, me sharing my moments with you guys, helping you heal through things you guys see in my healing journey, because life is about a lot of, ups and downs. Life is not a straight shot through. Everything is not easy. Everything is not peaches and cream, okay? Sometimes you guys are going to get a whole bunch of gunk, okay? And sometimes during our healing process in life, we're going to feel so many different emotions and go through so many different things all at once that it's kind of hard to explain. And sometimes words just can't, describe it. So the best thing for me to do is just to pour what I'm feeling, pour what I'm going through into my work sometimes, and also into my art. Sometimes I draw, sometimes I write. I write a lot of poetry and stuff like that. Just listening to music, moving my body, working out, dancing. I really try to find different ways to transmute this energy, whatever I'm feeling, whatever I'm going through, specifically if it's something uncomfortable, like a death or a loss or something like that, if I can't seem to get the certain support on it, I do, like I said, find ways to transmute that energy or find something else to focus on. Okay, so sometimes you guys will see a video like this where I'm not like the happiest, where I'm just really just me. I'm in the moment. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to be that person who never goes through anything. Okay, I'm a real person. I show real emotions. I'm not afraid to show that part of me. I'm not afraid to share that part of me because, like I said, I'm human. Okay, my biggest thing in life was living life, going through all the difficult parts without asking or seeking any type of assistance or any type of support. And it definitely put me in certain predicaments and situations that was a little more difficult to handle alone. I didn't have to go through those things alone. I chose to because of certain experiences, okay? Like I said, of people letting me down, but I can't continue to do that. So maybe this channel is, I'm not going to say maybe, but this channel is in some way an outlet for me to uh, not only share my healing with you guys, but to also help you guys heal too. Okay? Because I know I'm not the only person who goes through this. I'm not the only person who feels this way. Okay, I definitely have some people who rock with me since day one. They understand what I'm talking about. They're vibing with me. But yeah, you won't get cards. You won't get like lovey-dovey messages because that's not the type of energy I'm in. And if you guys are feeling a little down because of this, this isn't for me to for you guys to feel bad for me or anything. But I definitely wanted to share this moment with you guys because why not? Okay, why not? I'm only human. So thank you guys so much for watching, for vibing with me, and for showing me some sort of support just by watching. Okay, like, share, subscribe, comment. Why not? And I definitely will see you guys Monday, okay, for the next pick a card. So bye.